Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to get on here and talk to you about moving out. So I wanted to discuss this because a lot of people are graduating from college, as you might be, right? And you're thinking of your next step, right? Is that grad school? Is that getting a job? I don't know what it might be for you. I know when I was in your position, I graduated from college and my next step was to go to grad school. However, grad school sometimes is not the same university you went to for undergrad. So then you have to go to maybe a new state, right? For me, I moved from Michigan to Chicago. So it wasn't that much of a difference, but it was definitely a difference. Who am I kidding? It was a huge difference. So I was coming from small town girl, grew up in the backwoods of Connecticut, and then I moved to the big city of Chicago. So it's very huge shift, and I can't say that I was completely prepared for it. So I kind of want to just tell you my experience, tell you what I learned, and basically what I wish somebody had told me, I went through a lot of things I didn't have to go through if I had these tips and if I thought ahead of time. So the first thing I want to talk about is, you get out of college and then you start thinking, okay, my next step is to get a job, right? Even though you're in grad school, if that's your next step, you need a job, boo. There's so many expenses, especially if you're going to a city, get a job. Of course, unless you're going to something like a really professional school, maybe law school, or if you're going to med school, then of course, don't get a job. But if you're going to just get your master's or something like that, get a job. Of course, you can get one at the school, so that would be my first tip. Go to the school for when you're visiting, see if you can work for a professor, see if you can have a little extra money, right? And then, if you're just looking for a job and that's your next step after undergrad, what I would say is go on ZipRecruiter, go on Indeed, look up job descriptions, talk to your professors, talk to your job fairs at your school before you make that step, because that's a really, really big step. Something that I learned being in Chicago is they have a lot of placement agencies, and they're always looking for people, even graduates. So you don't necessarily have to have experience. And you might think, oh, I need to do an internship first before I find my first position. That might work for you. However, know that there are jobs looking for people to work for them, and they will pay you. So you can do that by looking for placement agencies. And honestly, I've had such good experiences. If you would like a recommendation, comment down below and I will tell you some in Chicago that really, really work awesome. So I've worked for them in terms of getting placed by some of them. When I was an operations manager, I actually worked directly with an agency that hired some of my people who I employed. So either or, I've had really good experiences with them. Okay, so get a job. Okay, so and then the next thing is, and I have my list right here, that's why I'm looking down. The next thing is your apartment, right? So for me, I went to a completely new city, country girl moving to a new city, right? And so the apartment hunting process was, girl, it was me driving around like, oh, that place looks good. Let me stop and get a phone number. No, don't do that, okay? Especially not in like Chicago or like a big city where you don't know like what's the vibe of the area. Are you gonna be safe there? Like, is it good for maybe your age group? Like, can you go down the street to go chill with like your friends? Can you meet friends in that area? You need to know a lot more about the city. So if you have connections there, talk to them. Like, you know, would I enjoy this part of the city? You know, get advice. And then what I would do is I would definitely go there for maybe a week. Like if you have a friend, I would go stay with them for a week, just see how you like the vibes of the different neighborhoods. Then my next step would go with a realtor. So realtors don't only place people for homes that they can buy, they also have rental properties, and they have some of the best deals, honestly. So I've had really great experience with realtors as well. I had a really good one in Chicago. So if you want to know, tell me in the comments below and I will give you a recommendation for that. Okay, so we went through getting a job, getting an apartment, and making sure that you are safe and that you are in the area that works best for you. So then the third thing is credit. That was not something I was thinking about in college. Like, you don't think about your credit score in college. That's really not something you think about. But start thinking, like really start thinking, you know, because even in getting an apartment or maybe buying a car, you need credit. That is what they're gonna check. They're gonna check, you can have a job, but they're still gonna check your credit score. So you need to be thinking about that while you're formulating, you know, where you're going, what are you gonna do after college, just like those things. You need to be thinking about credit. And if you want me to talk to you more about like how to build credit and so forth, let me know as well. And then one of the most important things is saving. So don't go out to eat, like stay home, cook your food. Save every single penny, because honestly, you have to have, especially if you're moving to a rental in a big city, you need a down payment, and sometimes that down payment is multiple months. So, and we're talking lowest rent is like $1,200, and that's for a studio. So you need that money like put aside, and then that's not even to get into your emergency fund. You're there in a big city alone. You need savings. So please just save, 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 save. I know you probably have like a side job in college. Don't always buy the newest sneakers. Like, you got your whole life, come on now. No, save, like honestly. And then finally, my last tip is budget. So you need to have a detailed budget before you go out and live on your own, because honestly, when I moved, it was not normal to get like large amounts of income into my bank account. That's not something I was like sitting here like, yes, this is my life, I just getting money every day. No. Okay, so you're going out for the first time, you're gonna have this, right? So you need to have your play money. I used to call it my play money, I still call it my play money, that you have, you know, maybe for you to go treat yourself, go to Starbucks, but then you have your money for your bills, and then you have your money that you have for savings. So you need to have very detailed budget. and you really need to follow it, okay? So those are my tips on moving out. If you'd like me to do more videos like this, I do have some experience in this. I'm 27 years old, moved out when I was 22. So yeah, 22. So 5 years in, and I've learned a lot. So if you'd like me to expound on any of these topics, or you find that it could be a little bit more relevant, or you want me to dig in deeper, just let me know, and I will definitely make another video that relates. So thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want any of those links to people who I know, connections of realtors, different areas in Chicago that might fit for you and your vibe, let me know, and I will definitely comment or even make another video on this topic. So thank you so much for watching. I'm enjoying YouTube. This is fun. Thank you. I got more views on my last video. Thank you guys. Appreciate your support. All right, so like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you.